In a world where the Spanish Empire didn't fall, the balance of power is offset in Spain's favor. But in Mexico, after the first American-Spanish War, rebels pop up and attack Spanish Mexico. And a few days later, Argentina attacks Spain's colonial holdings. But Spain doesn't take this lightly and attacks the rebels in the north and takes back large amounts of land. But Spain is forced to give up a lot of land in the north, but is able to make a large encirclement on the rebels in the west. For a few weeks the front lines are stable and all is quiet on the northern front. After a renewed offensive by Argentinian forces, Spain loses more land and is almost encircled. And that fear is realized, and in just a few short weeks 3 encirclements on Spanish forces happen. 2 out of the 3 encirclement fall, but Spain is able to make a spearhead into Argentinian land. The spearhead gets made larger over the next few days, but Argentinian forces are able to continue north and takes major supply depots in the area. Spanish forces, even after being encircled, are able to make pushes into Argentinian land, and the Spanish are able to almost make an encirclement of their own on Argentinian forces. Argentinian forces are able to take more land around Spanish supply depots and even stop the Spanish advance, and are able to not be encircled by Spanish forces. After 5 months of fighting, a peace treaty is signed between Argentina and Spain. This peace treaty is more favorable for Argentina, but Spain gets a demilitarized zone on the border to keep them safe from more Argentinian attacks. A peace treaty is signed with the Mexican rebels, giving the Mexican rebels more land, but cutting them off from the Gulf of Mexico. But Spain didn't want to sign this peace treaty, but they had to because of international outcry. Part 2. The Balkan Wars. As tensions rise in Europe, the Ottoman Empire seeks to rebuild its empire on the European continent. With the Balkan nations infighting and having disagreements, the Ottoman Empire seizes the moment to strike. Because of this alliance's collapse in the Balkans, and other Balkan nations take this opportunity to attack one another to gain more land, and Bulgaria is the one taking most of the hits, but they are able to repel most of the attacks. But as Ottoman troops are moved to Europe, they overwhelm Bulgaria's defences and make a large land grab, and in the north Serbia is taking parts of Romania with great success. Even Albania is taking part in his conflict, attacking Greece, as their troops are occupied defending against Serbia and Bulgaria. But as more Greek soldiers are called up to the front lines, they are able to make a breakthrough into Bulgaria and Serbia and push back the Albanian troops. And because of the large number of Ottoman troops in Europe, they are able to make a successful naval landing. Because of troops being exhausted and trench warfare, the lines solidify on the Balkan Peninsula. But as Ottoman reserves are called up to deal with the naval landing, they are able to push them off of the shores of Turkey and take over a Greek island. As a new Bulgarian general is appointed, which is more daring than the last. Bulgarian troops push back Ottoman forces and encircle a large portion of the Ottoman troops in northern Bulgaria. An uprising on the Greek island gives way for Greek forces to make a landing. Bulgarian troops push the Ottoman forces back to their original fortifications and start securing towns on the border to use as FOBs, and Ottoman commandos take parts of mainland Greece. As the peace treaties are signed, Bulgaria and the Ottoman Empire come out as the 2 strongest nations in the Balkans, and fueling the fire for First World War is the hatred between the Bulgarians and the Serbians, along with Greece looking for more ties with Germany and Romania trying to get more allies like Russia and France. Part 3. Conflict in Libya. As Italy seeks to grow its empire, one of the only countries weak enough is the Ottoman Empire, so a build-up of over 50,000 Italian troops happens in Libya. Italy makes a plan for 3 attacks to happen at the same time, and 2 out of the 3 work perfectly, but attack group central fails to take its objectives, and Ottoman forces are able to counterattack and push into Libya. Ottoman forces regroup and counterattack Italian troops and land on Italian islands, but Italian troops land on Ottoman shorelines. Both countries are in a position to threaten major cities. The demoralized Italian troops start to lose hope of winning the war and start to desert the army, and then are encircled, but attack group north are still fighting strong. And with this, attack group south completely collapses and the Ottoman troops make a run for the border and almost take all of Italian island. The west total falls to the Ottoman Empire, but one of the biggest battles in the war takes place on their island of Sicily, which the Italians win. The treaty is then signed, and the Ottoman Empire comes out on top. But this war has a bigger impact on the world than you think, because the German Empire didn't come to the aid of Italy. A rift between the two empires form, and Italy has to look for different alliances. And Germany looks at the Ottoman Empire in a better light and looks at an alliance with them.
Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button, and what would you like to see next?